What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show, the podcast. Episode I don't remember because we're recording in the future for something that's coming out in a little while. So just bear with us here. We're recording this on August 11th. You're hearing this on August 23rd. We are here with MechaReptar and Pooch.
And this is my dog Evie. If you've seen me stream, you've seen him.
Evie's here just chilling. We're here just chilling. We're gonna talk. There's a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yes.
Some heavy, not heavy because that implies sadness, but there's some stuff we got to get into. Some of y'all been not conducting yourselves the best way.
No.
And then we're just gonna talk generally MLB The Show. But a couple disclaimers in the beginning of the episode, as I always do. I even wrote them down this time. So disclaimer number one: this is from kdjTV Legal. Yes, I have a legal department. It's me. Warning. Me. Warning, this episode of the show, the podcast, contains language that may or may not otherwise be considered dirty or uncouth. The show, the podcast, is not necessarily family-friendly programming, and though I will not tell you how to parent, henceforth hereby wherein there's about to be some fucking potty mouths in this episode. So, kdjTV Legal just wants you guys to know that. Disclaimer number two. Yes, uncouth is a great word.
Yes.
Disclaimer number two, as I said, we are recording this on August 11th. This comes out August 23rd because I am going away to Ireland for about 10 days, part work, part pleasure. So see you guys when I get back. There will be subjects that we talk about in this episode that are current as of like August 11th, August 10th. Changes or new information may present itself in the period between recording and when it's published. Just want you guys to know that we are speaking as if it's happening now. So if we need to have an update after the fact, perhaps that will come. Just want to let you guys know that. Disclaimer number three, streams will return, obviously, upon my return. I'm not going to stream when I'm in Ireland because that is ridiculous. And final, disclaimer number four, I love you all. So here we go.
I'm
always trying to bring the positivity.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being my jolly guest on the show this week.
Thank you for inviting me. I know you've had some big names on here, so it's an honor.
Oh, and you're right up there with them.
I wish. Big as in size or weight? I'm confused.
All the above. I don't know. We're gonna talk about some stuff, guys. So
okay.
In the last couple days, again, August 9, 10, 11, not your last couple days. This is past you. Some of you guys in the community, and I'm not targeting individuals, I'm just saying you guys as a large umbrella, some of you guys have maybe showed your true colors a little bit, and it's unfortunate. Mecha and I were talking before recording about our respective reasons for joining this community and our opinions of it. Largely all positive things, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I make a podcast about this game, and if I hated the community, I wouldn't do it. But it's not as accepting as it may seem on the surface.
No.
Like, friend of the show, Ashley Sanders, got a great job as a live content special. I don't want to get the title wrong. I think it's like live content specialist or something to that effect with
but also,
SDS.
let's say quick congratulations to her.
Absolutely.
I mean, hey,
massive W's.
It's a hell of a move.
She's the best. She is moving to San Diego. It is an awesome opportunity for her. People lashed out at her for no fucking reason and at SDS for hiring her. Now listen, not every streamer is going to be your cup of tea. It should not matter if she is man, woman, other, something else. However any human being identifies. Can we just celebrate each other's successes? Like we need to realize that like someone who's active in our community is now working at SDS and is going to have input on shit. That's huge. Like celebrate
someone
this.
that we feel may actually play the game beyond what and I'm not saying that the creators don't, but she plays it where she's streaming it
every day.
She's grinding it. And now we have a voice, whether or not you like that voice, but now we have a voice in SDS for us. And I get some of you may not agree with it. Some of you may have wished they went the route of game designer or game creator. But we need someone with a voice that's grinded this game as much as we all love to do to say something. And we don't know what to extent she may be doing. Is she maybe taking over Ramon's job? Who knows? Is she going to be part of helping us figure out what cards work, how programs should be,
the rollout?
Why we shouldn't, why we shouldn't have 13 first basemen come out in 2 weeks, like,
and like not have a shortstop from like May to now.
Don't even tell me about shortstops.
We'll get there. We're gonna have a game discussion later on. But what we're getting at here is like the fact that SDS was high. So I had no idea SDS was hiring for that position. Not a clue. I didn't know they were hiring, period. I don't check their job boards. Some people might be upset that like others they know who applied didn't get it. Maybe they weren't as qualified. Maybe they didn't interview well. Maybe there are a million factors. The fact of the matter is, Ashley was qualified, interviewed well, and is a voice for our community.
Yes.
Celebrate the goddamn woman for all that she's doing. That's all I'm saying. And listen, like we said, you don't have to be her biggest fan. Just say congratulations and move on if that's the case. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Yes, because it feels like as a community, what I've learned coming into it is that the MLB community is a very loving community, especially within the content creators. There's not many creators within this community that are just out for themselves. Everyone wants everyone to grow. And we, as viewers, also need to appreciate what Ashley has done.
Yes.
She was able to strap a rocket to herself, and she flew to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? She does it with MLB Gaming TV. She was she was commenting on actual live games,
and she writes for a White Sox website. I don't remember the name of the site, but I know she writes and contributes. And the girl is driven. And she knows what she's doing.
And we don't know to what extent she's going to be involved. I hope that she is the community's face when it comes to programs, live content drops, streams, because I would love to have that back.
Yeah, and
that was fun.
I don't want to necessarily talk about the people we're about to talk about without them representing themselves here. Even though we're talking very positively and glowingly about Ashley, still, she's not here to represent herself. So I don't want to necessarily talk strictly about her situation. Only she knows her situation. But overarching, just be kind to people. You don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to love everybody. Just leave people alone if they piss you off. It's that simple. And the one person who started the large controversy about her hiring is maybe someone who a lot of people liked, and now I don't know if that's the case anymore. And we're not going to bring up his name. We're not going to bring up all the negativity, but it's like true colors come out in like the strangest of ways, and that was not the way I expected it to happen.
No, and there were tweets post that this person did that said, just talking to other content creators, I understand. Yeah. My verbiage was wrong. This is a learning experience. I mean, we know him. I know him from a personal level. He's never shown that kind of stuff to me before. When I spoke to him, he was very apologetic. He didn't realize how deep that wording would mean to people. And everyone said it's not how you want it to be perceived, it's how we as people perceive
how others perceive your words.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also, should have made this disclaimer before. This is not a cancel culture stream. We're not out here to cancel people. It's not, I hate the phrase cancel culture, even if some people do deserve to not have their platforms anymore. This is just us talking very openly about how we should treat each other. That's really all this is.
Discussion between two content creators who love this game.
Exactly.
Right, even if you want to break it down more, just two guys that love this game for what it is.
Yep, just two dudes being dudes talking about stuff. Name of a podcast right there.
There you go. Two Long Island.
Two Long Island dudes. The other situation, guys, this one is rough. Not to say the other situation wasn't rough, but this one, the hole just continues to be dug deeper and deeper and deeper, and I don't quite understand the lack of awareness.
This pass a shovel. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. This is the only. This is the only time that I am going to say the name of the person, because again, the person's not here to represent himself. You guys know, if you're longtime listeners, I am a journalist. I work in it's sports media, so it's fun journalism, but still, I'm a journalist, and you always have to get everybody's side of every story. Even if one side seems egregiously incorrect, you always technically have to get every side of the story. So we're just going to present the facts of what has happened. You guys can decide which side you're on. You're going to find out very quickly which side we're on. But
we're talking about trash. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Trash Panda.
We're not talking about Trash Panda. Trash Panda's cool. We're talking about Shane Payne. No, I'm kidding. We love Shane too. Shane's the best mod in the world.
There's a name.
Just kidding. Shane's the best mod on earth.
I love Shane. Good dude.
He is. So, all right. Flank Thomas.
Yes.
So he has a history within our community of using the word uncouth again, sometimes going off the chain, being a little uncouth.
Especially with the Twitch community.
Especially with the Twitch community.
The Twitch.
I don't know him personally. I have never personally had an interaction with him. So this is just me surmising what I have read and what I have seen. Want to make that clear. He, in a couple times, not just, this is not an isolated incident what we're talking about, but he has like gone after his chat and community for like not being engaging in chat. And a couple things I can say to that. One, lurkers, I love you. Come lurk. I don't give a shit. Secondly, the best way for people not to engage with you is to be a douchebag. Yeah. And that's kind of the experience that I've seen.
And that's the problem. As someone who used to be a lurker, sometimes you just want to hang out with a content creator, grind our game, and just enjoy them and spend time with them. Like I always tell people who lurk in my channel, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for spending your day with me. Because again, sometimes you just want to play the game, not engage, and enjoy the person you want to watch.
Yes.
Sometimes chat will be inactive. That's just how it is, especially on new content drops. That's the timing of the new content drop. People want to grind. People want to grind with you, and that's it, man. Appreciate that. Like I've always said, lurkers are the backbone of the Twitch community. You need to appreciate that. If you like, you go into anyone's stream, even the huge streamers that have tens of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people aren't talking. People are lurking. People are enjoying themselves. That's because chat's rattling doesn't mean it's every person in there.
Yeah, and so if you're known as the guy who harasses lurkers, it's kind of just like the old man yelling at a cloud. You know, you're just that guy.
Yeah, or it's literally that meme of the guy yelling at the brick wall.
Exactly, and like, is it an indictment on yourself? Potentially, some people might still be okay with that. You know, and some people thrive on Twitch over that edge, and there are different ways to have an edge, certainly. But some people's brands are being a douche, but in a different douchey way.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at here is it was taken to another level today on August 11th when this person tweeted, and a lot of you guys might be unknowingly blocked by this person because dude is block happy. If you say shit about him, he's blocking you.
You know what's funny? He hasn't blocked me yet.
He hasn't blocked me yet either, but I also have not gone to. Well, I went directly at him for the scan comment because that was horse shit. But otherwise,
I did as well, and I'm still a survivor.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm here.
Hooray, I guess.
Yeah.
It was taken to another level today. I guess twice. One, we just mentioned he went after Scan, which
who is our sweetheart.
He's our king, the only two-time guest of the show, the podcast.
I said that he is our prom queen and king.
He's both.
He's handsome.
He's beautiful. And he has a way with words. But so this person, in so many words, I don't want to read directly what it says because it's just going to bother me even more. But basically, like, if you're going to TwitchCon and you're a keyboard warrior, I'm coming for you. And in the age of threats, let's not make them. Like, I don't get it.
You don't know who's on the other side of your quote unquote keyboard warriors.
He's a keyboard warrior. We're Twitch streamers. We're all keyboard warriors.
Like, it's such a strange concept to me to not just have the ability to own up and say, all right, I was wrong. I apologize. I'll figure it out. Or even say, hey, I'm sorry. That's just me. If you don't like it, it is what it is, which this person has said before. And people are like, all right, whatever. And he still has his community. But then to openly say, you know, come bring it to me at, you know, TwitchCon.
That was the step over the edge because like we said, like not every streamer is for every person.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what type of streamer it is. They will find a community and have a community and, you know, good for them. That's the beauty, for better or worse, of Twitch. Every person has the ability to stream unless you violate the terms of service. And you can grow your own community in whichever way you see fit. If this person's way of growing his community is by shitting all over the people who watch his stream, hey, to each their own. It's just the threats thing was a bridge too far.
And again, like I said, I'll preface this again. You don't know who you're talking to when you say that. I'm not saying me because I'm not going to TwitchCon, but
neither am I.
I'm saying that you don't know how seriously people may take that threat. Some people out there are not normally thinking, and they will take that as an open invitation to do so. And the age of cameras, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. Now anyone's going to look for a reason to get their 15 seconds of fame. And what's going to happen if someone goes after him now?
Yeah. Or
no, we don't have to like him. I will never wish harm on a person that I don't like. There's no reason to do so. But now as a human to human person, he needs to be careful. And that's not a threat. That's me saying as a concerned person.
Yes.
You don't know who these people
are. This conversation is not us threatening him in the least.
No, not at all. Listen, I may not like him. The best to him and his success. Hope he gets there. Do what you gotta do. It's not my way. I may not like it, but whatever. Yeah. That's why he is where he is, and I am where I am. But he needs to be careful with those kind of statements. It's a scary world.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
And Dimmu, or Sweet Lord Fat Baby Angel, tweeted something today. It might have been actually in a reply to him. It might have just been separate. I don't remember. But basically, like, I hope this guy gets the help he needs. Because clearly he needs some sort of help.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be, to whatever extent it might be, he might just need someone to talk to.
And that saying no publicity is bad publicity. Yes, in this kind of scenario, it is.
Yeah.
And listen to his followers. Listen, God bless you all. We know you love his community. You know you love his content. As those people reach out to him and say, hey, man, I wouldn't do these threatening comments. Mm-hmm. It's just not a good vibe. It's not a good chemistry look. I mean, we've seen people do worse for less on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I will share something that I have not shared on this podcast yet. My friends, Shane being one of them, Slice, you guys know who you are. You all know about this. I've spoken about this. Was it my last stream? It might have been my last stream of the stream before. It was a stream in the beginning of August / end of July. I was playing ranked seasons, which is a dumb fucking decision on its own. So this is all self-inflicted pain. It's all self-inflicted pain here. I matched up against somebody who was fucking really good at the game. Really, really good at the game. Good for that person. What I didn't appreciate, like, I got mercied and I earned it. Or
it's fun. I had a perfect game thrown against me this year.
Yeah, see, we can all talk about this.
Cry.
See, the fact that I got mercied is not what I'm embarrassed about or upset about. It's that in the middle of the contest, this person didn't raid me, but sent over about 10 people who he or she was friends with, who immediately began to be asshole jerks in chat. You suck. You're the worst. Hey, you got any hitting tips? I want to learn how not to hit. Bullshit. One of these people is a very well-known top 3 player of all time, who you can do the math if you are a competitive player and know these people. Is
it someone that we know that may have played someone with a P?
No.
Okay.
Somebody else. I could tell you off recording.
That's fine.
I'm almost 30 years old. I don't give a fuck. I stream for myself. I have fun sometimes. Usually the game is bad, so I don't have as much fun. But I am not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm here to make World Series for myself and get the fuck out of ranked seasons. So I don't want those things to affect me. For some reason, that affected me quite a lot. And I didn't lash out at them. I only blocked one of them. I was like, listen, this community is open for everybody to be in here. My community, very open and welcoming. If you're in my chats, you know this. Because I literally respond to everybody, whether you say some stupid shit or not. And they were incessant. And they wouldn't leave me alone. And they didn't impact my gameplay because I was fucking losing anyway, as I said. But I ended stream shortly thereafter because I just could not, focus on what was going on. And within the last 3 weeks, the toxicity of this community has been just on display for the world.
It's gotten so bad.
And maybe it's because the game is making people so upset that they can only find joy by pissing people off. I don't know.
It's turned into the Wild West. So if anyone here, and I'm going to coin this phrase for myself in this moment right now, if anyone here
kdjTV legal, it's coined. TM.
Yes, right now it's his term. I'm just going to say it out loud.
For you.
I'll tell you, from now on, I'm going to call myself as the most above average, below average MLB The Show player you'll ever see in your life.
It's yours.
I am, I am not the greatest at the game, and I'm fine with that. It's gotten to the point now where I've legit just taken off TTV from any abbreviation or anything because it's the bunt dancing, the pausing. And then my favorite rebuttal is these are people who, if I hit a home run, they quit. They're gone. If you're going to be a troll, that's fine. I used to be a Call of Duty Modern Warfare troll, and you guys have no idea what true trolling is.
I've never played Call of Duty because I'm not good at shooter games, so I have no idea.
Call of Duty back in the 2000s, 2009 and 10. Those are the true trolling days. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you now, some of my mods pretty much all my mods are people who troll me on a daily basis. You're not going to anything that's going to hurt me.
Well, my mods, my people who are in chat all the time, whether they're VIPs, just loyal followers, subscribers, followers, not subscribers, I don't give a shit. We all have fun with each other. We all have inside jokes. Those don't bother me.
Any good mod is a true troll.
Yes, that's their job. It's to stir shit up.
But it's just the fact, like, let's get the game going. Like, I think my favorite one, the new one that I've never seen before, was this person was so adamant about being a sore loser that they would pause for the entire time, then come back in the game, and then just start walking people. Like, or the new one is they'll just go AFK and let the balls go down the middle. Like, if you're that much of a sore loser,
leave
then
the game.
Leave
the lobby.
Leave. I get it. Like, you're not. Trust me, as a content creator, I will say this. You're not taking any skin off my back.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Thank you for the free PXP. If your job is to try to get me banned for boosting, I have the video evidence right there. You know?
And boosting is, generally speaking, when two people both have all these runs. But if I'm going to strike you out now and shut you down in the next inning, it's not boosting.
Yeah, and then like the weird bunt dancing, and then the R2ing.
Stealing off bases, and then coming back and base running bullshit. It's all nonsense.
I know, but have you ever seen Playful do that base running stuff? It is insane.
He does it to playfully troll.
I don't know how
he does it playfully. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I've tried and failed many a time.
I'm not a good base runner.
No, I'm terrible at it. But the trolling is just weird, guys. Like, it's not the new communities coming in. This game, I guess, because of the joke of works as intended, the hitting is screwed up, the game drops you out of the dashboard. Like, I get it. Like, everyone's kind of tired of it, but like, why are we trying to make a game worse that's already in a bad situation? Like, why don't we just enjoy it? Like, yes, there's trolls out there. They're going to do their thing, but like, pace of play, fellas and ladies, pace of play.
I don't want you guys listening to think either that we're the gatekeepers of the MLB The Show community. We are certainly not. We are but here. We are just human beings, unfortunately, playing MLB The Show.
Yeah.
But I think we'd all prefer to have fun playing the game. And if your way of fun is disrupting someone else's fun, I'm sorry that your parents didn't love you. And I feel like you should go talk to somebody, a grandmother perhaps, a cousin, your neighbor who's 95 years old and served in World War II.
The guy at the deli making you your breakfast, just your barber.
Like,
I will promise you this: if you are to me, I will L to you every chance I get.
So, okay, full disclosure: some of you guys who listen to this podcast have not been to my streams, and it's fine. And please come, but like, it's fine. There's a helmet behind me. I'm gonna try to. If you're on YouTube, you can see me visually.
That's my god, those beautiful helmets.
So the Lord Zed helmet. I willingly do toxic stuff when my chat redeems Toxic Lord Zed. I put the Lord Zed helmet on, and for one entire inning, I R2, I bunt dance, I replay homers, I spam sinkers, I slide step. Only when I wear that helmet. However, like Reptar said, if you're going to replay shit against me and do shit against me, oh, you best fucking believe you're getting it back.
I think my favorite was a guy he was R2ing me and constantly, and he was throwing Randy, 99 Randy P5, which we all know that brings chills down your spine when you hear it. He was R2ing me as often as he could when I was pitching. And then when he brought Randy in, he would do the step off, he would pause. And I'm like, all right, dude, do what you gotta do. You're only helping my timing. I got music playing. Like, I'm not streaming right now. I can do whatever I want to.
You're vibing. Yeah.
I hit 5 home runs in a row. He watched every damn one.
From start to finish.
Every one that hit, and I even made him wait till the little high five happens when you're like, all right, he won't replay it. Bam, replay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So listen, it's a video game community. That means there are 9-year-olds playing. That means there are 50 and over people playing. You don't know how old some of these people are. I'm already getting too fucking old for video games. I'm never going to stop, but like, I feel it in my head. It's just like, why are we all so vindictive and just assholey? Like, we don't have to be.
Assholey, I love it.
Assholey, like, we don't have to be this way.
It's just weird, man. It's just a weird vibe. I don't get it. Like,
and if I'm like, listen, you guys know that if you comment or tweet at me, I will respond. But like, if you think I'm being a whiny bitch, please tell me. I really just think I'm being honest here. Like, we can just lift each other up. We don't have to beat each other down.
Let's be real. We're all trolling ourselves when we start this game up day in and day out.
Like I said, when you open rank seasons, you're an idiot.
Yes, like I call this game the X that has always told you it changed.
Yeah.
I have sworn this game off multiple times, and then the next day, oh look, 99 Griffey, I'm back.
Oh,
I'm back. I changed, honey. I promise you, there's things that are different. Yeah, okay, sure, and it's the same thing again.
I will say the one thing that has tethered me to playing this game is this podcast, because I try to keep myself current. I try to keep I don't want to speak from a place of not knowing what's going on. So I play. One, I love baseball, but two, I want to know what's going on. So when I speak to everybody, even if 5 people listen or 300 people listen, they're getting accurate information. Yeah. I'm very excited to go away to Ireland for 10 days because I'm not going to be able to play for 10 days. And that's just going to, will I not be able to hit a single fucking thing when I come back? Probably. But it's also going to reset my mental. And that's very important.
Yes, you need to do that. I remember last year, I went on my honeymoon. It was right at the end of August and September. And that's when I just gave up on the game. I'm like, well, I missed out on the bosses. I don't feel like grinding when I get home. I took a nice full month of reprieve from in September, popped back in October, and hated myself again.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this game just has a way, and we all joke, works as intended. Like, I wonder sometimes if the devs watch the hits that they are getting for indications. Like, are we talking like every good hit? Or are we talking about that good bloop that just happens off a beautiful low and away, I don't know, low and in slurve, and it just happens to just meet right over that third baseman's head?
Yeah. I think this is a good segue. So to end our first half discussion, stop being dickheads. That's it.
Yes.
Just across the board.
And love lurkers.
To each your own. Be who you want to be for yourself and your community. But if it's negativity, don't leak that out to everybody else. That's the name of the game. This video game that we call MLB The Show 22. We've spoken extensively many times over many weeks about the issues that we may or may not have with this game. Again, we're recording this August 11th. So we very recently had a dev stream, a push the button stream, where Ramon again reiterated this game is working as intended. Another couple billion swings. Like
when they tripled down on that.
Ridiculous.
I was in Discord with a couple of my mods and a couple of friends, and we're watching it together, and my jaw literally hit the table.
That they said it again. Listen, Ramon is not the developer.
No.
The game not working is not his fault. Ramon is like, I don't know his title exactly, but the way I understand it, he's like a director of marketing for the game. And let's be honest, he does a great job marketing the game. However, there are thousands upon thousands of people who play this game more than any dev or Ramon. And if we all say it's fucking awful, it's probably fucking awful.
Yes, especially when you have tons of clips from your top creators who are showing you that there are issues. Now, I think it's okay if I say this because I know he mentioned it in his stream today. Ochev did say that he is in active communication with him and SDS about these dashboard issues.
Yes, kdjTV Legal approves.
Yeah, like he said that in his stream today. Today is August 11th. I know he said that, and to me, like, that's awesome. At least there's a communication with other content creators.
I wish it was publicized communication, or that there was just vocalness from SDS, period. But this is fine. This is good.
I think a lot of the issue with this year too is back in 19, the game was in, I'd say 18 was rough shape. 18 was rough. I remember the first 2 weeks you couldn't even get onto the servers. But back then, at least SDS would communicate with us through Twitter, through Facebook, through their videos. And that was very endearing. You can fuck up all you want. If you're willing to say, I fucked up, we're trying to fix it, we're going to make this better, make it better. That's awesome. We love to hear that. I'll keep playing.
Yeah.
And then because of COVID, I know they ripped that away, which made sense.
And they probably ripped staff away. And I bet that is still what they have not recovered from, despite the fact that 2 more consoles play the game than before.
Yeah. And then this year, it's like they've totally just turned a blind eye. They haven't mentioned anything. I remember, what was it? That video with Nick Livingston. He looked like he hasn't left the basement in weeks. Do you remember this? When it was the contact had the same exit velocity as normal swings?
Yes.
Okay. That was terrible. And I remember seeing his face, but as a person that played and was so frustrated, seeing that kind of passion from him, being like, we're going to fix it. We're trying to figure it out. The hitting engine is broken. I don't know if it's because it's the cross between next-gen consoles or all the different servers, but this current hitting engine is in fact broken.
Yeah, my 2 theories on why it's broken. And guys, this is redundant. I don't care. It's my opinion. There are no other games competing directly with MLB The Show.
No.
Tap baseball don't count. RBI baseball don't count.
RBI baseball.
I'm hoping Little League World Series, which comes out pretty soon, is the best game I've ever played and brings me back to my childhood, but that's not direct competition. Competition breeds success and improvement. If there's no competition, they have no incentive to improve. Number two, I read this thread on Twitter from somebody a couple days ago. I'm sorry that I cannot attribute it to the proper person. Sports games would all be better off across the board. Madden, 2K, NHL, pick your game. FIFA, MLB The Show, if they were on 2-year cycles. Because the only way to make true developmental breakthroughs is giving yourself enough time to figure them the fuck out.
Yep.
And they'll never do that because they're losing money. The game's going to get even more stale than it already is. It's just an unfortunate situation we're in.
Like a 1-week beta isn't enough to test the engine. Now, I don't know how other people feel, but this is how I feel about it. Let's say come October after the World Series, they tell us, all right, guys, listen, community, we're going to try a brand new hitting engine. We're going to put it into the game after the World Series. We want feedback. We want to get this figured out. I don't think anyone in the community would be upset with that.
No.
It's trial and error. It's an actual good amount of months time frame to figure this out. Because, yes, baseball is a weird sport. We all know this. Bartolo Colon hit a home run.
And he's a fat fuck.
Yeah, and he's a fat bastard. Friggin' Trout had, was it a bunt triple? Was it?
He did.
We get it, but like when you look at this game and you make the comments, I see people make the comments. Oh well, when you play Call of Duty, you expect the gun to jam because it doesn't happen. It's a video game. Yes, it's baseball. Yes, it's supposed to be realistic, but when you see things like that secondary PCI home run that makes no sense, or a ball that was so far and in make no sense, like we don't know what a PCI really is. I'm sorry. They tell me.
Stan and I discussed this at length. Yeah.
They tell me it's the eye, but that makes zero sense to me.
I have good peripheral vision. Ramon, whose eye is it?
Yeah, like I have great peripheral vision. I see everything going on around me.
I wear glasses. My eyes are as good as they can be.
Yeah, there's no shot I'm jacking a bomb when I'm looking at my peripheral to the left and be like, perfect. Yeah. Like there's no shot.
No, the communication is what's really bothered me. You made great points about how they used to communicate so well in the past. I remember,
and they don't have to, and they don't have to do that.
But they set the precedent that they would do it, and now we all
that's the problem.
Anticipate it.
But also, this year started off weird when you had a countdown to show a special edition.
And they went to Times Square for no fucking reason.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna say this outright.
I thought it was Judge on the cover. It was not.
I'm gonna say this outright because me and a friend have said this multiple times. Luis, there is no way Grady Sizemore was your favorite boss last year. Stop it. Luis, stop it.
Every shout out to Chris, who is a friend and has been on the show before and is a giant Cleveland fan. Grady Sizemore gets hoed every time that they release a card for him. Hoed.
I will say, though, his boss card was glitchy for me.
Glitchy is one thing, but like attribute-wise, they always get hoed.
Yeah, but his boss card gave me Jacoby Ellsbury vibes.
A little bit. And I can see
not the Yankee version, like the Red Sox version.
The healthy one who didn't like steal all that money. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you're a great example of someone who like loves baseball.
Oh yeah.
Has even found yourself like, I literally hate capital H this game and don't even want to stream it anymore.
Yeah, so that's the thing, man. This game came to me in a very weird time. I got into an accident and this game was my outlet. So it's always been like an attachment to me, helped me get through a lot of dark times. I know that's funny to say about MLB The Show, but like it distracted me. Mm-hmm. I have gone back and forth so many times about not wanting to stream because mentally I myself have a hard time separating trying to be good and then trying to be a good entertainer. I could play Red Dead, I could play Pokemon, I could play horror games, and I separate that no problem. But with baseball post-accident, I was never the same player. Pre-accident, I was killing it in ranked seasons, events, stuff like that. But post-accident, man, like I haven't gotten there.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me. But the good thing is, like I've realized that this game, like I'm getting better timing. I'm getting my hits. I'm getting better pitches. It's not me, it's the game. Like I've had people message me post streams being like, hey man, like I'm ready to get rid of this game. I'm like, don't do it. The game sucks. The game is not a reflection of you as a player. Mm-hmm. So like again, like I joke, like I'm not going to stream it, but then 99 Griffey's tomorrow. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stream it like everyone else is because we're stupid.
And that's like it's a good thing. Like there are very few people whose livelihoods are tied to MLB The Show.
Yep.
Like Kreiner, friend of the show. Incredible fucking player of MLB The Show. He has won tournaments and large sums of money as a very young person with a bright future ahead of him. If he is even going on Twitter saying, hey, SDS, your game sucks, I'm one of the best in the world at it, I don't know, but if I were SDS, I'd be listening.
And again, this is why I just want to circle back to this one point. That's why I think Ashley Sanders is a win going into this.
Giant win.
Like I said to you before, it's someone who's actually played the game, grinded the game, streamed the game, whether you like it or not. She is the voice of what we've been trying to get to.
Yeah.
And apparently, they called another streamer today about trying to fix the dashboarding issue,
which maybe is an epidemic.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm going to get to 12-0. I'm going to get to 11 wins, and one of two things will happen. I'll run into Ray, I'll run into Playful, or it will dashboard me. So, like, I don't want to do it.
Painful sadness for all of them.
Yeah, like I matched up with Ray once, and I'm still crying about it, and I have nightmares. But I think having these voices and talking, maybe something finally broke. I don't know. Maybe the dam finally broke and they realized we need to listen to our content creators because they're the ones that promote this game for us.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people in the community who are just casual players and they think the game is catered to streamers and that streamers get all the luck and the attention and this and that. Listen, you have to understand a couple of things. Number one, no, we fucking don't.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I wish it was true. It's not. Number two, no shit that they're going to interact with content creators. They're marketing the game for them for free.
Yep.
Like, that's simple business 101. But at the same time, the content creators don't necessarily drive the community. They don't steer the ship. They're not in charge of everything. They provide a lot of constructive feedback because they play the game more than anybody on this earth. But that is really where the buck stops. That's it.
Yeah.
So stop hating us, please. I love you.
Yeah, like we're just trying to play the game like you all do. Like
we just want to share it with you. That's it.
Yeah, we love this game. We just decided to put our dumb faces in front of you. You know, welcome, and you welcome us into your homes, and that's on you at that point. But what I'm trying to say is, we love you.
To show you that I don't take this seriously, I allow all of you to redeem channel points and make me wear those helmets playing the games. That's how serious I take it. That's basically what I'm getting at here is like, we should all be trying. This even dates back to the beginning of this conversation, all the way in the beginning of the episode. Let's all row in the same direction, guys. Let's all kumbaya for a little while. We don't have to love each other, but let's all try to help each other.
My team abbreviation is ooh-woo.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh-woo. That's how much I don't care about this game. Like, but yeah, again, here I am, and I'm going to be flipping stubs later, and I'm going to be grinding this event. Why? Because one, I'm stupid. Two, I actually love the game. As much as this game may piss me off on a daily basis, there's something about playing baseball because I love the sport. I love watching. I'm the kind of guy that wakes up, watches the morning show on MLB Network, and I watch High Heat. Well, even though that voice kills me, I'll watch the rundown. I'll watch Quick Pitch. I love this game.
Yeah.
The game itself and the actual sport is just, I know we all wish this game could be better, and I'm hoping that we are now taking steps for it to be better. I would love an open communication line between the content creators and the game to get this stuff figured out. Because I think the big problem is back when we had the Players League, remember that?
Yep.
If there's actual MLB players playing the game, there were issues that they fixed instantly. And now they had an event where someone was pausing so the person couldn't bring in a hit.
Oh, that's another great example of toxicity that we didn't even talk about before. What a tool bag.
Yeah, listen, listen, if you want to be a top player, be a top player. Good for you. I appreciate you. You try hard. But damn, man, if that's how you play the game, I hate saying this, there's just no real achievement in that kind of play.
There's also no hope for you as a human being.
Yeah, but like we've seen it there. We saw the LAN tournament have its issues. We've seen the issues, and ironically, it happened after they said works as intended and then laughed about it because they wanted to poke fun of the community. That's another thing I think was a big problem. That happened, and I think they instantly saw that was a bad luck.
Oh, they were very condescending, and I don't know if they intended to be. They just thought they were making a ha-ha funny. It was very condescending.
No, it was very condescending, and I think they realized that there was an issue with that, and they need to revamp their outreach.
And maybe, like you said, maybe as a live content person on their team, maybe Ashley's the one doing the development streams. She's a great communicator. That would be
anything
great.
but Ramon. Anyone but Ramon at this point.
And like
Ramon is, I hate to say this, he's not even part of making the game,
Yeah.
but his face is right there for you.
He's I don't think, I'm not really involved in many other gaming communities. I don't think there is another game figurehead like Ramon on this earth.
No.
Like, he's a meme. And he's
a factual meme.
He's probably a super awesome guy. I've heard people, like streamers, talk about meeting him and how he's super cool, super dope, really, really fucking tall. But like, he's a living, walking meme. And I don't think any other community has that, really.
No. And it's
That's not fair to him.
It's not, but like, again, I think when they poked fun at the community, that's how I took it as a person that plays it. And seeing the things I see on a daily basis, it's like, it's not a good look, man.
No.
Like, clean it up. Like, that's not how you do it. And then they tripled down, which it makes me think, it's like, do they actually play the game at the level that we do?
And tripling down is one more than doubling down. They went even farther.
That's basic math, chat.
Yeah.
Chat, like I'm streaming. That's
basic math and stuff.
Podcast people.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, like, it's not hard to figure that math out, but like, to do that again, like, again, when I heard that, my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, no shot, dude.
And so, like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. I don't know what the saying is. Maybe me having hope for 23 being great is stupidity. But, like, maybe it will be. And that's what keeps me coming back. That maybe one day they'll just, by mistake, put out a good video game.
That's what I'm hoping. I mean, it's always funny. The game hitting engine works great the first, like, month of the game. And then they update it, then it goes to shit. I don't know why this happens. I don't know what they changed.
Bad coders, bad developers.
Yeah, like, I get. And then, like, hitting is an issue, so you triple down, and then you say, but hey, wait, you can have a new hot dog stand in your ballpark. Like,
or like the mustard icon that's just jizzing mustard into the hot dog stand. It's like, give me that. That'll make it better.
Like, what? How? Like, how? I don't understand. Like, I don't. Like, why would you, like, yes, honey, I cheated on you, but I bought new shoes. Like, no, you don't do this. Like, you just shut up, and we'll find out in a YouTube video. That's what we're finding out about the new hot dog Pornhub thing. But like, I just don't understand why they go about the way they go. I don't know if it's a structure issue with their live streams. I mean, for fuck's sake, man, we had like pre-recorded videos during the lead up to release, and they couldn't even play a pre-recorded video.
Yeah. But
like,
also,
listen,
we got to keep in mind, San Diego studio, owned by Sony, small company. They don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of resources. This is a joke. Sony's fucking huge. Give them the money already.
Like, and that's the thing too, like, this game, like, when I got back from my accident, I was an Xbox person. I know, boo, boo, boo. I have an Xbox now, screw off. But I traded in my Xbox to get a PS4 and MLB The Show 18. Because I saw how the game was. I was a 2K person.
Like an American hero.
Yeah. I was a 2K person, and I saw MLB The Show, and I was like, this game sucks. I need the new one. And then I hated myself ever since then for that decision. But it's just weird that, like, a game that's optimized for the PlayStation plays better on the Xbox. As a person that made that switch, I can tell you all, it plays better on the Xbox.
So imagine, so like I was saying before we started recording, when I went from TV to monitor, within 3 weeks, I made World Series for the first time in my life. Imagine if I now became an Xbox person. I might be top 50. Just kidding. I wouldn't be, but like, more improvements to be made. Yeah,
exactly. Like, there is, and let me tell you something. If they ever put this game on PC, it's game, set, match. Anyone with a gaming PC.
I hope they never do.
If you have a gaming PC, let me tell you something. We will see that ball coming in before you even throw the damn thing. Like,
it's gonna like, the ball's gonna like walk its way to the plate. Like, you'll be able to see every frame it moves.
Like, I have a 3080 and an AMD. Try me. Like, as a person that has a gaming PC to do this, I pray they never do it.
Well, I hope they never do it, because you think there's hacking and cheating and freezing now. Just you wait until it's on the PC.
And that's the thing too, like, were they ready to take on, I don't know why they involved Switch so quickly.
Very stupid.
Because I feel like the game, I don't know for anyone who plays on Switch, I've played maybe 2 people on Switch, and they quit after the first home run, and then I saw their swings. I've played it on Switch for grinding, sure, if you want to do some CPU missions.
That's the only reason I have it, for traveling or for like sitting on the couch, just fucking around.
Exactly. But I feel like they needed another year to get optimized with a whole Xbox server and that community. Because again, it's free. Especially last year, I feel like that's the main reason why the game crashed. Apparently, they didn't know it was going to Xbox for free. Which, how do you not have that communication? Apparently, that's what the rumor mill is that they didn't know it'd be free on Xbox when the game first released Switch. I don't know how you skip that over. So you have all these players coming in on a game, crashing it. Not knowingly, but they crash it. And then the next year, instead of optimizing it again, you now add another system.
The biggest problem with Switch 2 is like, I'm all for making the game as accessible to as many people as possible. You want Switch players and Nintendo users to be able to play it? Sure, great. Welcome to the community. However, that is not a game or a console rather optimized for player-to-player gameplay like that.
How many Mickey Mouse 12-0s happen from that?
I know. It can't handle player-to-player connection. It doesn't communicate well with PlayStation or Xbox. It only gets like 19 frames. It's a fucking awful system for a game like that. It is a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon and Mario machine. That's all it's for.
Yeah. And that's the thing too,
and Legend of Zelda. That's it.
It's so choppy. Like when I played it, again, the Switch is in my hands, and I'm like, I want to throw it. I want to throw it.
It hurts my head. You should have. What I'm getting at is you could have released it on Switch and just not made it online accessible. You could have been able to link accounts and grind offline. That's fine. You should not be able to play online.
No, you should not be able to play online. Like it should be like a no PvP. Grind 99, which I'm gonna get to that grind 99 statement in a second.
Grind 99, grind 99.
I have a whole TED talk about grind 99. But the game, it just looks so terrible and choppy. I feel like I'm playing Roblox.
Yeah.
And I've never played Roblox, but I can imagine that's what it feels like.
So I had, I think as you probably did as well, the very first Game Boy Color. And one of the games I played on it was Kirby's Dream Land.
Oh my God.
And that's what MLB The Show 22 looks like on Nintendo Switch. Just a terrible fucking side scroller. It looks awful.
I don't know why they made it. I feel like I'm playing like Super Slugger 64. Yeah. But Super Slugger 64 worked better. Had a better hitting engine, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
The best hitting engine of any baseball game ever created is MLB Slugfest 2004. Bring me that back.
But I feel like the main issue is if they took away the word perfect. People wouldn't be as pissed off.
Yes, because perfect implies perfection.
Perfect implies that you did everything. I've had a friend ask me, dude, should I play MLB The Show? And it's a true statement. I said to them, have you ever failed at things perfectly? Like, because like if you change, I forget who mentioned this, but another content creator mentioned like change it to barreled or change it to a different statement.
Squared up, like which they already use, but like make that the vernacular.
Yeah, because when people see perfect, they expect the right outcome. When I see a perfect foul, I want to slam my head into a wall. When I see perfect ground outs, I want to jump out of my window, like my hands down in my pockets.
You know what happened to me yesterday? This is a hashtag true fact. Confirmed by kdjTV Legal. They're also the sponsor of this episode. I've never referenced them in 100 episodes before this, but they're very heavily influencing this episode. Field of Dreams event, awful, terrible, don't play it. Field of Dreams, worst place to ever play, even though they fixed it. I hit a perfect fly ball with Home Run Derby Juan Soto, 125 power. Guess where the ball was caught? At the wall. It was caught. If I hit a perfect with 125 power Juan Soto, that's a fly ball. It wasn't a liner. It was a fly ball. That ball should be in Timbuktu. It should not be anywhere else. The game makes no sense. Maybe because like what you're saying, perfect is the incorrect word to be using.
Perfect should not be put into a game where the hitting engine isn't perfect. Hey, hon, please.
Yeah, it
shouldn't be in a game that's
it doesn't make sense.
Perfect.
It's not accurate.
Yeah, because if you take it out, I feel like people, and now that everyone knows it's in it, like taking out seeing your opponent's PCI was probably one of the smarter things I've ever done.
Yeah, it's frustrating, a little annoying, but like I understand entirely why they did it, and I can justify why it's been done.
Because now, like when I've streamed the game and I get a all the way secondary PCI hit, I'm like, well, that shouldn't be a home run. Like I openly will admit that these hits shouldn't be hits. But like when we see perfect, like I had a game where I hit. It was the game where I got perfect games. Okay. And my wife just walked in and she'll tell you, we looked at all of my hits. I had tons of good hits, few late, few early. I know it's a rare game for me. Whoever's ever watched me knows I'm terrible at it.
Wow. Early, that's impressive.
Yeah. Like I had everything that was out was all my outs were like good. And like the last three were perfects. It was a ground out, a fly out, and a ground out. And I was losing my mind.
That's because Ramon decided when you queued into that game lobby that you were going to lose.
But I'll say this: whenever I say I want to quit the game, a little bit of pack luck magic for everybody. Just say you want to quit the game openly to at least 5 people, and then the next day you pull Juan Soto, which is what happened. And then the following week I got Mike Trout because I kept saying I'm going to quit this game.
Yeah, I don't have quite that good pack luck. I have decent pack luck, but not quite trout fishing pack luck. So we're going to transition here to our final point. We're talking about inputs and how input should matter. You know what game input matters in? Pokemon.
Oh my God, yes.
Other than critical hits, which are an abomination.
Wait, matters. Before we get to Pokemon, I just want to say it real quick.
Yes.
The fact that we get extreme moments back. I know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're going to talk about that.
We're getting to the future. Extreme moments. I hope it is what it is. I love extreme moments. For people who have never played extreme moments or think they're not good enough, just put on your favorite music, put on your favorite show, and just keep hacking away. I promise you'll get there.
Put on your sandpaper underpants because it's the only way you're going to be able to tolerate being frustrated by the game because you'll be so focused on your sandpaper underpants, you'll forget about how bad the game is.
7 home run. Was it for 7 home runs to the Joey Gallo?
Yeah, or like 4 extra base hits in a single game on Legend with Lou Gehrig. That was a fun one.
The worst one was the pitching one because everyone thought it was a layup.
Wasn't there one where you had to come back from like down 7 against Mariano Rivera in the 9th inning or some shit like that?
Yep, and then it was the 8th inning.
8th inning.
I think it was the 8th inning, and then there was the pitching one, which everyone thought was a layup because you got 5 amazing pitchers, and my God, was the contact swings heavy.
Extreme moments. Yes. We'll talk about extreme moments after the fact that they've come out because I'm sure it'll get me frustrated. It'll get a lot of us frustrated, but that's the point. I'm kind of excited to have something to be good frustrated about. Extreme is a good type of frustrated.
Well, we say that until we see that conquest map.
Fair, but it's like at least you're actually given something to grind because it's difficult. You're not giving a monotonous grind. You are given a difficult project to finish. And I kind of like that.
For everyone who doesn't know what extreme moments is, I'll give you a prime example of the mission you would see. Remember when, what's his name, on the Braves, that pitcher was hitting like, he had like 5 home runs? Ynoa, Y-N-O-A?
I don't know how to say his first name, but it's Inoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know right now because as Stimu said it, please don't make this an extreme moment. That would have been a guaranteed extreme moment. Hit 5 home runs in 5 games to the pitcher. I promise you that would have been a moment.
Oh, it's going to be nauseating, the stuff you're going to have to do. We're all going to have to do. Yeah, but just be prepared, and I will help and walk you through it if I can even complete it. I completed it the last time it existed, and then MLB The Show 20, so we'll see what happens.
Get your warranties now for your controllers, people.
Oh, yes. Or I always see these Facebook ads that I can't tell if they're real or fake, but it's like a bubble that encapsulates your hands and controller. So if you slam it on the desk, nothing happens. It's a thing. I don't know.
That's a lot of broken wrists. That's
probably
a lot.
Yeah. It's like sock'em boppers, but for a controller in the middle.
Don't do it. I'm terrified of the idea. But yes, Pokemon.
Yes. So we don't have anything finalized as of yet, but if you guys are unaware, we are 2 of the probably most consistent fans of both Pokemon and MLB The Show. I know Dimmu will like to stream Pokemon's at time to time. I would not call him a Pokemon creator. To this point, I have never really created Pokemon content either, but I'd like to start. And I think we're going to start toying with ways to do some collabs and have some soul links or some other sorts of fun stuff.
If you've never done a soul lock, the idea of a soul lock is we both will be doing the adventure at the same time.
Yes.
Same adventure, not getting ahead of each other. So let's say my second Pokemon dies. Automatically, my friend's Pokemon here is gone.
Yes, this is not a competition in that we're trying to beat each other. We are trying to help and root for each other to progress through the game. And boy, oh boy, it becomes difficult.
Yep, because then after every gym battle, you battle each other. And I think the loser gets to get I think the winner gets to get rid of one of the loser's Pokemon.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And there's Nuzlocks, obviously, which are very common, which, you could do like racing with Nuzlocks. You could do, there are a variety of crazy things you could do when you adjudicate your own rules in Pokemon, because Pokemon is just a start and play type of game. There's no rules. You'd have to really put your own spin on things. I think it would be a lot of fun. It'd be another type of content for everybody to enjoy. And there's a new game coming out a day before my birthday. November 19th is my birthday, so please, thank you, happy birthday. November 18th is when the game comes out. So we're gonna have some fun and figure out some stuff to do.
Yeah, a lot of fun games coming out in November. It's gonna be a weird November month, especially for my channel. We're gonna have God of War and then Pokemon. So we're gonna go from an absolute rage monster to playing with these cute animals
with Fido and LeChunk.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, Lechonk. I'm telling you, everyone now, if its evolved form is Lechungus, greatest game ever.
This is
The
going to be
naming
very
is
good.
the naming is S tier this year. The
Yes.
naming is S. Fido and Lechonk.
Perfect. But Fido also has a moist, yeasty skin, which is just a step too far.
Stop.
Step too far, Pokemon.
Moist.
Yeah, so this segment that we're doing right here, this very short couple minutes, is going to be very weird for some people who don't realize that I play Pokemon a lot. But yeah, we're gonna have some Pokemon fun. We're gonna start streaming Pokemon. We're gonna start streaming and making content, and we're gonna maybe do collabs. We're gonna take
and Pokemon is fun.
Yes, very fun. We're gonna nickname Pokemon after viewers and stuff. We're gonna have fun. It is gonna be a nice mental break from MLB The Show. It's gonna be a grand old time, and if you're lucky, you can have a fat pig named Lechonk named after you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just so glad they brought raids back. When I joined the Pokemon community, it was about a solid 2 years when Sword and Shield came out. So I've never really played a brand new Pokemon game for stream.
Yeah.
I did a 24-hour stream for Legends Arceus, and for anyone that's a Pokemon fan, it just wasn't my bag. I wasn't a fan. Whatever, it happened. Some people, some mods would tell me that I got burnt out after 24-hour stream. Very possible. But like the fact that raids are back, I can't wait. The crystallization form, the terratalization, whatever it is, I'm going to call it crystallizing, or I'm going to call it digivolving. Whatever's going to piss off my chat the most. But like, I approach Pokemon the same way I approach MLB The Show. I will say I'm going to punch this 5-year-old child in the face and take his money. It's not my fault he bought a level 5 Rattata against my Dragonair.
Do you
not my problem.
know what I say? So I streamed Brilliant Diamond for a birthday stream last year. We don't talk about that game. It's the first Pokemon game I ever returned to the store. It was fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, they conned everybody.
But I repeatedly say when going after catching Pokemon that, okay, I'm now going to throw my balls at this Pokemon's face. We have an adult time with Pokemon here.
What I've noticed with Pokemon is that there's not many adult content streaming when it comes to Pokemon. And I don't mean adult like, you know, the hub. I mean adult as in like people willing to say, fuck you, I'm gonna catch you. Like I do it all the time.
These will not be, again, not gonna tell you how to parent. These will not be family-friendly Pokemon adventures that we're going on.
Not at all.
They're not going to be ridiculously offensive, but there's going to be some words you don't want your children hearing.
And I'll tell you a fun one you could do. I did this at a Channel Point Redemption, and I loved it and I hated it at the same time. If they have randomized trades, like mystery trades, make that like a nice Channel Point Redemption. And what I do for mine is I make a Channel Point Redemption. I have the right of 3, so I have 3 times to trade it back if I don't like it. And it's still a mystery. After 3, I can start with a Magikarp, don't like it, then get an evolved Pokemon, don't like it, and then end up with a Magikarp again. Now I have to keep it. And that's a fun way to do it because your chat can mess you up if they want to. I had someone trade away my level 68 like Charizard, and I'm dumb, and I let them do it. Like, that's what's gonna happen. That's the fun of it, though.
We can have ways where, like, when we're streaming the new games, you can help control our destinies. The new game, Scarlet and Violet, is open world. You want me to go left? I'll fucking go left. You want me to go right? You bet your ass I'm still gonna go left. No, I'll go right. Like, we can actually have some fun and do things as a community and not yell at MLB The Show.
Exactly.
Because the best thing about it is Pokemon games are normally so easy that it's hard to get frustrated.
Pokemon games actually work as intended.
Yes.
There's no weird glitches.
There's the equivalent of a perfect. It's called a crit capture. It almost always works as intended.
Yes, that's the thing. And like, it's Pokemon's a fun game to enjoy. Just because you're older doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. Like, as long as you have your older fun with it, it's a fun game. I just pray to God that one day they let us get customizable Pokeball throws. I'm so tired of this over the arms.
Yeah.
Like, I want a sidearm. I want a Nolan Ryan throw. Like, listen, I'm an idiot for DLC. If you gave me a $20 DLC that gives me Ash Ketchum's hat turn and throw, I'm going to buy it twice. Why? Because I'm stupid. I'm so tired of this weird overarm lackadaisical throw. It's terrible.
Hey, but now you can change your eyebrow shape in the game.
Don't worry about my eyebrows, man. I will say this, though. I am happy as hell that we can not have to wear those stupid shorts.
I don't really want to dress like a 30-year-old school child, though.
That's the awkward part.
That's the weird thing.
Like, I don't want to wear shorts. Like, it's not my thing. And I wish one day they'll let us be like older people in the game. Like, can I get an adult? Like, can I be an adult?
Yeah, like, it's a children's game that is probably played mostly by adults at this point in time. So
That's
I think
the truth of it.
it's time to come full circle, and like maybe instead of like you're a student at this academy, maybe you're a patron at the bar, and you have to like that's your story. That's your home base.
Hold on, let's just go to the fact that he assumed because you're older, you're automatically at the bar.
I'm just
that's because
you
that's
can
because
be
you were
anywhere
playing.
you want. I don't know. You could be.
I have the perfect storyline. I have the perfect.
All right, tell me.
You're a content creator for MLB The Show.
Yep.
You decide to go drinking at the bar, and then bam, Pokemon happens.
That's it.
There you go. There's your storyline.
Yep.
Here's your storyline.
Or like if you want to be very bland, like you are an employee at the Amazon warehouse, because let's be honest, Amazon is soon going to own everything. They're going to own Nintendo and make Pokemon the Amazon. And Pokemon are coming out of the boxes, and you're like, oh shit, I'm a Pokemon master now, and that's your home base. And fuck school. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But
yeah, but can we talk about how these parents let their 10-year-old child out into the world with any lack of regard for their safety?
Or like allow them to travel to their new home in the back of a moving truck?
Oh my god! I will say this every day. I don't know how much time you have. I'll make it a quick statement. Ash Ketchum is the worst Pokemon trainer ever.
Oh, he's ass. See, the fact that it took him 20 years to win a Pokemon League when the writers are all rooting. He lost despite the writers rooting for him. That's how stupid it is.
Here's the thing. My favorite Pokemon is Mankey and Primeape. This man gave away his P1 Grand Tournament winning Primeape to a guy and then never saw it again.
What a dumb fuck.
Like, how do you... It won the Grand Prix!
If Pokemon are your friends, he's let far too many of them free. Butterfree, I cry still. Gone.
Oh yeah, Butterfree's still waiting.
Mm-hmm.
No one talks about that. R.I.P. Butterfree, never forget.
Probably dead. Bugs don't live long.
No, definitely dead. Most definitely dead.
Rest in peace, Butterfree.
Rest in peace, Butterfree.
So this episode,
rest in peace, Butterfree.
Yes, this episode has gone off the rails, but in a great way. So the Spark Notes. Stop being a dick.
Yep.
Or a douche. You could be either. Stop being both of those things. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm just kidding. You can if you want to. But just let's all be nice to each other. Let's enjoy. We're playing video games, guys. Let's just all enjoy playing video games, whether you like MLB The Show, Pokemon, or My Little Pony Escape to Terabithia. I don't even know what the game is called. You can play whatever you want. Just enjoy it and let other people enjoy the things they like as well.
Exactly.
Before we let you go, where can they find you? That's my only podcast question that I always ask everybody.
Well, Twitch and Twitter, MechaReptar89, just as it sounds. I appreciate your time here. This is awesome. I really enjoyed this. I would love to come back at some point. That's right, Scan. I'm coming for your record. Well, because I can't beat him at MLB The Show, but I can beat him in appearances. But I appreciate you. This has been a hellified time. Whether or not it's more MLB The Show or when Pokemon comes out, we talk Pokemon. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, so this will not be the last collaboration. We're gonna have some Pokemon stuff happening. We're gonna have maybe more podcast conversations about MLB The Show. We're gonna live it up. So thank you guys for listening. I know this episode is not necessarily 100% current. Again, I'm on vacation. I will be back, and we'll get to the nuts and bolts of all the news and the content. And while I'm gone, please don't burn the community down any more than you already have. Okay?
Hey, man,
thank you.
Enjoy your vacation. Well deserved.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Love you guys. Subscribe if you'd like to. Otherwise, it's fine. I don't really care. Talk to you guys next week.
Peace out.